Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while since the last episode, uh, and yeah, things have changed a bit. When I first started this series, the roads were packed. You could not uh, basically get your position unless you were really, really good. You'd have multiple parties running, and it was always packed. Uh, that was mainly because of people starting to play on Europe because, for example, they didn't start playing on NA or on Asia because they just had too much ping, such as myself. I started in Europe, but also people who are old players, when we're Europeans, old players, they switched from NA or from Asia back to Europe and grinded out their account. And also people from other regions that just thought, hey, this new server looks pretty cool, let me try it out. Lately, things have been different. Albion feels a bit quiet, especially in the PvE aspect. It's been, I think, almost 2 years since the start of the server, and most people who wanted to get their fame done did so. And this is basically why I made this video, to talk honestly about things that are currently happening, things that will be happening, and things that have happened. And this recording is not only for me or the series itself or the road to 1 billion, but also the PvE scene in general. As you saw, I took a 11-month hiatus, or pretty close to that, almost a full year, where basically no content was uploaded, and that was mainly because I focused on my career. Once I finished university, got a job, blah blah blah, I could no longer focus on the game that much. So, what happened? What went wrong? Well, if you've been playing lately, you probably noticed. It's not just me, the game's been having fewer active players overall. A lot of my old dungeon buddies have either quit, switched to other games, or just log in once a week to check the market, leave, or do some crafting, or do some ZVZ activities, but there's not much reason to do an Avalonian dungeon once you have 1 billion silver and your destiny board is maxed, other than just for the love of the game or to spend time with your friends. Don't get me wrong, Albion is still a very good game. I enjoy it greatly and I still actively play it. The lack of Avalonian dungeons though kinda sucks, especially for the channel. I wasn't expecting this much of a decline in the game's popularity in terms of PvE content, but it is what it is. And I feel like a lot of people also can only tolerate so many Avalonian dungeons before they feel like they're just playing in a loop. Even though the map is procedurally generated, it does not matter. At the end of the day, there's still the 6 bosses, same rooms, same everything. You just rinse and repeat over and over. I would also like to talk about the community side, not necessarily the game, which also changed. The discords that I used to play in, who used to run dungeons pretty much 24/7 on every single timer from start to finish, with the only breaks being the server reset, they've gone quiet. It's kind of a culprit fault in the sense that most admins from these communities also have real life going on, or they stop playing the game, and these actives are left sort of without a parent guiding them and deciding what should happen. And so the community kind of fizzled out. It's honestly a bit sad, because the sense of teamwork and the joy and the friends that you make along the way, that's sort of the thing that made Avalonian Dungeon special. It wasn't the loot or the fame, that can be kind of disregarded. It's more so about just the activity in itself. And now, if I were to try to log in and try to form a new group, it would be met with silence. Trying to form a party is remarkably difficult. A key aspect of this is also the nerfs the dungeons received from SBI directly, which basically gutted the loot you get from the dungeons tremendously. And SBI refusing to ban radar users, basically the only profitable way you can play these Avalonian dungeons, if you don't really enjoy them and just do them for content, is to do them with radar. And again, this is not my place to say, but I'm certain there can be a way to detect these radar players if they get 20 gold chests consecutive on their runs in a 3-hour loop. But that is beyond me or the scopes of this video. But yeah, right now you cannot really form a party, and even if you could, the loot is shit. So it's sort of a loop where nothing really works. I started the road to 1 billion with the goal of documenting that grind. The silver, the loot, teamwork, funny moments, and loot highlights. But when there's barely anyone to play with, even recording anything becomes a challenge. You can't really make hype content when you spend half the day looking for party members or trying to form one party. Most of my videos show only the highlights. I played maybe 3,000, 4,000 Avalonian dungeons over the 2 years I played the game. And what you see on YouTube in the episodes are small snippets of really lucky dungeons, which are not accurate for most of my time spent in the game. The clip that you're watching right now, for example, isn't anything crazy. Just a casual run with whoever I could find online today. No crazy drops, no lucky Avalonian artifacts, no 20 million chests, no dives, no bombs, no anything. Just some people getting together and trying to still find joy in a content that used to be filled with players. And honestly, that's sort of the reality that we have right now, and it's a bit symbolic. Even though the game's in a rough patch in terms of Avalonian dungeons, I don't want to vanish. Albion has this insanely unique charm to me that no other MMO can provide, with the fact that with the loot dropping system. I really enjoy it. Even though I'm not much of a PvP player myself, I still find joy in it. And also this system of like prey and predator, of hunting or being hunted depending on the content they decide to do. It's also really fun. Looking back at the series, it was a really fun journey, even if we did not hit 1 billion, or at least not yet. Every run had its story. The close calls, the disconnections, the guy getting banned, the guy shadow pulling, every raid leader saying funny gamer words on the videos that I forgot to cut. All of these made it what it is, chaotic and fun. Right now we're sitting at maybe 400, 500, 600 million, I'm not entirely sure, silver earned, which is still pretty solid considering how rough it's been lately. I think it's a good time to pause the series and rethink how we move forward. Maybe the next chapter won't be all about Avalonians, maybe it'll be solo content, or world boss, corrupt dungeons, mists, or any other type of content. The important thing is to keep having fun, because at the end of the day, it is just a game. But I would like to bring you guys along for it. So yeah, that's where we're at. Albion is in a bit of a quiet phase right now, and Avalonian dungeons aren't what they used to be. But I'm still here. I still have to grind, the risk, the weird satisfaction of walking out alive with a bit of loot. If you've been following this series, thank you. Seriously, thank you. I never thought this would get this much traction to both the content in itself as well as my channel. And that's what keeps me making these videos. So thank you once again. Let me know in the comments if you're still running Avalonians, and if so, on which servers, because I'm trying to find some, or which kind of content you'd like to see. Should I keep pushing for the 1 billion, or should I start something new? Until next time, stay safe out there in Albion. May your loot be shiny, and your party